ध्वजासुतं भजे गणेशमीशनन्दनम् एकदन्तवक्रतुण्डनागयज्ञसूत्रकम्.
శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారి యొక్క ప్రవచనాన్ని విందాం.
Used properly, then is discretion. Now also people have another very horrid conditioning apart from the religion, is of the country. I belong to India, I belong to Germany, I belong to England. Everything is wretched. I mean, to say something like that means you are not yet grown up to the Sahasrara land. Those who start becoming some nationality do not know that your nationality is transformed. Actually, you don't need any passports. In the area where the divine reigns, no passport is needed. It's writ large on your faces. But still inside this deep conditioning is there. That I belong to this country, my country is very great, your country is not good. But when it comes to discretion, is to think that alright, I was born in Germany. And Germany has made lots of mistakes. Let me work it out so that I get back all my German people into the area where resides peace, joy and happiness. There is, this conditioning is used in discretion. In everything you will find there are two sides. Which way you move is your discretion. For example, there are people who have a conditioning of a particular, say, a religion. Supposing they belong to the Jewish religion and have come to Sahaja Yoga, or they belong to Christianity and have come to Sahaja Yoga. So now, what is the discretion? As soon as another Jew person comes in, a Christian person comes in, they'll just get into a fraternity of roots there. And they all become great friends. Because she's Jew, I'm Jew, my father is Jew, my mother is Jew, my sister is Jew. Same with Christian, same with other community, same with any other nationality. Now, what is the discretion when you see? The best thing, discretion at that point, is to see what are the faults of the so-called human religions which are formed after the death of the promoters, or we can say the incarnations or the prophets who started the religion. This is first discretion. The second discretion is to read those scriptures and find out what is so special that these incarnations have said. For I would say, if there is a Muslim, he should go to Quran and see what's written in Quran as far as Sahaja Yoga is concerned. If it's a Christian, let him go to the Bible and find out whatever is written there as far as Sahaja Yoga is concerned, because Sahaja Yoga is the truth. And what truth is written has to be found out. If such a thing is developed, then you can go further if you are brave enough and can be courageous to go and tell the people that, see, what is this nonsense you are following? It's not written, it's not done. Whatever is written, this is the essence of the whole thing. That's the third stage where you have used your discretion as far as a particular religion and nationality is concerned. Now, when I am, say, in the West, I have to discuss the West. But when I am in India, you must hear me. Don't understand the language is good for you. Lose all respect for the Indians. I give them left and right. And tell them what's wrong with that. But here, it is important that much is wrong with us in the West. So the discretion is to see what's gone wrong with us. Where are we now? Have you got any courage or not? For example, ladies don't have courage to wear a sari outside. Why? Sometimes doesn't matter. When Indians can wear your dresses, you can wear saris also. Or a man won't wear Indian dresses outside. Is a little hum is there. They enjoy it, but they won't wear. They wear the same funny, holy pants. They can wear the punky stuff, but they can't wear something that is sensible, is good to wear. It's something that must give you the idea that we are different people. Now this red mark is very important because then you don't catch any bullets. It has to be born. In the Bible it is written that there will be a mark on their heads. But because there are so many other stupid people like Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, I don't think they wear any marks. We are frightened of the society. How to wear a mark? But supposing they say that you go about with a disheveled hair, we'll do it. Because that's allowed in the society. We are the people, we are not to be afraid of any society. We have to come out of it and we have to teach them. Whatever is good we are going to do, whether we like it or not. That's the sign of a saint. If you have seen any saint anywhere, they have gone all out to say whatever is right, whatever is to be done, and whatever is to be followed. That's the sign of a saint. Otherwise, if saint sometimes gets dissolved in the society, sometimes inside yoga, sometimes here, then what's the use of such saints? Tell me any saint whom you know who has not fought the society, who has not pointed out the mistakes of the society. In a very loud manner, without any fear. Have you known any saint like that? For Saj Yogis, it is very important to have that courage within themselves. If you develop your discretion, then it works out. On the ego side, what kind of a discretion you develop and how? On the right side are all the devas, all the deities sitting around you. You have to understand these deities. You have to know what they are going to do. Supposing now you are lost on the way. So you should not think like all other people, oh, I'm lost in the way, how will I go there, what will I do? After all, you are going for some nonsensical work. Doesn't matter. But you must think, why? Hanumana, he must have brought me here for some purpose, let's be on the lookout. Accept it. Accept the situation. When you accept the situation, you are playing into the hands of the deities and they are guiding you. Your deities are working it out. Accept it. And this acceptance will give you a wonderful discretion over your ego. Whatever goes wrong, it's alright. We accept it. And above all, the vibrations part, which you have to see. If you do something, if vibrations are going down, then of course I am a Sahaja. To me, vibrations and my ascent is the most important thing. So to develop the discretion on the right hand side, you have to know your goal, your destination. You must know on what path you are standing and where you are brought. Where are you today? You are not like other people. If that kind of a discretion you develop within yourself through pure intelligence, for that you need pure intelligence. And pure intelligence in a Hamsa is that it glides on the water. It shrugs the water. It doesn't allow anything to overpower. It's in the water, beautifully beautifying the lakes. Also, not allowing the lake to dissolve them or to overpower them or to cover them. This is the part where they are hung. If they want, they can dive down. If they don't want, they will not. They are gliding on the ocean of the samsara, of this bhavasagara, and they are not going to be drowned into it. That is the hum part of it, which you should have the discussion. On the one side, you should accept things that they come to. The best among these was Sri Krishna, I would say, who had real discretion. But after all, he was Sri Krishna. But his methods were so interesting of discretion that it's enjoyable to know about how he destroyed so many Rakshasas. Every time he did not use his Sudarshan chakra, he used his discretion. Like there was a Rakshasa who was trying to overpower the Pandavas, who was trying to overpower the people who were good. Sri Krishna said, now what to do with this horrible fellow? And this fellow had boons from Brahmadeva and from Mahadeva and everyone. So Sri Krishna is the center after all. So he wanted to organize a proper destruction of this horrible Rakshasa. So what he did, that there was a great right-sided saint meditating, and he had taken a vow that nobody should disturb me. At least the one who disturbed me for the first time, I should have power to destroy if I look at that person. And this one was meditating in a cave. Sri Krishna very beautifully ran away from the battlefield. His name is Ranchoddas. It's little bit deliberately to say somebody that the one who ran out of the battlefield. So Sri Krishna ran out of the battlefield. But there was no way out to kill this horrible fellow. And he went and he was covering himself with a shawl. He went into that cave and covered that saint with his shawl. After Sri Krishna was running this horrible Rakshasa to kill him, Sri Krishna went and hid himself. When this Rakshasa came near the cave, he saw the shawl covering this saint. He said, "Oh, so now you are tired and sleeping here, running away from the field. Get up now." As soon as he said this saint got up and looked at him. He was completely burnt. So, if Sri Krishna is the Virata at his feet, or if Sri Krishna is Vithala on his head, in between the two resides Hamsa chakra. The discretion is very beautifully described in the life of Sri Krishna. We can call him that he had a naughty way of using his discretion. He has done so many things like that. But they create a drama. They create his Leela. Because he was Leela, that's why he could use his discretion to create a drama of play. So on one side, we have the help of Sri Krishna to give us the discretion. And on the other side, we have Christ. In between is placed is Hamsa. So we have two great incarnations within us who are the embodiment of discretion. So one side is Sri Krishna, who is one who looks after the conditioning side of it. And the other side is Christ, who starts looking after the ego side of it. The one who says on the cross, "Oh God, forgive them because they do not know. Oh Father, forgive them for they do not know what they are doing," is the same one who takes a hunter in his hand and hits people, starts beating them because they are making money in the name of God. See the discretion. That's Jesus. Same Sri Krishna, who with his Sudarshan chakra can kill thousands and thousands of Rakshasas, becomes the driver of Arjuna. The contrast of their behavior is the beautiful saga of their discretion. Now for a Sahaja it is important to understand that they have to work out their discretion in a manner that they develop their intuition. I would say the first thought could be the intuition. Could be that this is intuition. Try. Experiment. But going to the extremes of everything is wrong in Sahaja Yoga. You have to do everything in moderation. Like I told them to see everything through vibration. So they will put their hands, I don't know, to everything. Should I buy this sari or not? Even go beyond that. Should I buy this face powder or not? It's so ridiculous. It's so bad that ultimately you find you have become a booth and you are telling everybody that your vibrations are bad because your vibrations are bad. Your attention is bad. Putting your attention to nonsensical thing makes your vibrations absolutely disappear. So, with discretion, you must have common sense, practical sense. I've seen people suddenly talking to anybody about Sahaja Yoga. No, it's not practical. Sahaja Yoga is a precious diamond. You cannot give it to every person. I've seen people at the airport raising Kundalini of everyone. No, it's not meant. They have to come to Sahaja Yoga. They have to ask for it. They have to beg for it. Then only they can get their realization. We don't want quantity, we want quality. All my lectures, if you see in that, I have been insisting on the quality of Sahaja Yogis and the quality of the seekers. But when we start thinking of getting a majority for a vote for Sri Mataji, I have to say, I am not standing for any election. Whether you elect me or not, I am elected. You don't have to do that. I don't need many people for that. And when you fail in discretion, you find some problems develop. Now, it is for you to find out what indiscreet things you have done. Where have you gone wrong? In which way have you done a mistake? It is for you to find out. Then rectify it. Otherwise in Sahaja Yoga, there should be no problems, there should be no audience, there should be all joy and joy and joy. But the discretion should be to find out what are your weaknesses. Where have you done wrong? What's gone wrong? Where? In what part? And how you have failed. Sometimes people think, oh, we did a lot at that time, now we can't. Then you have failed. Like I heard that people are saying, now we have come here, so we will not go to Guru Puja. It's wrong. Very wrong. You have to come to Guru Puja. No question. Guru Puja is the one puja you cannot miss. Even if you meet Sahasrara, is alright. But Guru Puja is very important. At any cost, you have to come for Guru Puja. I know I chose a place which is Andorra. But it's not Himalaya. Now the Sahaja is so comfortable that we want that there should be no change of flights. Directly we sit on a Hamsa and reach Andorra place. You will see that. But if you develop a habit of thinking, oh, it would be difficult, everything. But as Mother has said, it is going to be the easiest, everything is going to go down. Once you think like that, it will go. Everything will work out. But first there should be pure desire. Whenever such ideas come into your head, again use your discretion. We go to Guru Puja for our own health. Every Guru Puja, if you remember, you have come up very much higher. Every Guru Puja has helped. Of course you say that Maharashtra tour is very good. I agree, it is. Maharashtra tour helps you a lot. But that's for 30 days. So intensive. Guru Puja is only one day. How many pujas you have in Maharashtra? At least 8 to 9. Sometimes even 10. That's why. Naturally it has to be much more effective. But Guru Puja itself is extremely effective. Indians have been asking me, Mother, once more, give us the Guru Puja. We'll do anything to have a Guru Puja. Please come. This time they wanted to have Guru Puja. Imagine, you could not have attended Guru Puja in India. But Andorra, I have a special purpose. I have a special purpose. So please understand, I am not a purposeless personality. Gradually you learn how I fulfill the purpose. Yours, mine and that of Sergio. Together. How I work it out beautifully. You will understand. And I hope one day you also develop all those beautiful ways and methods of discretion by which you just do the right thing and never the wrong thing. Now for the treatment of Hamsa chakra, which is more on the physical side, it's outside, that's why it has to be much more on the physical side also. So either we have used the ghee and all that, you know very well, to put the Hamsa chakra on that. Also, for Hamsa chakra is important not to kiss people. I think kissing must be given up. Because in kissing, you do allow the germs of another person. In Sahaja Yoga, it's alright. But once I say that, that doesn't mean you go crazy with the kissing. No, not that. If in India you want to kiss somebody, you'll just be standing. The more you start expressing your love by all these gestures, the less it is inside. The more you give expression now, for example, That's a method of expressing thank you. And you go and say thank. Just the lip service. But many people in many countries don't say thank you at all. They're very grateful. Inside, gratefully inside creates the depth that is necessary. So to do it superficially, anything too much has to be avoided in your discussion. But avoiding extremes, avoiding too much outward expression, again can create another indiscretion, like the English. They don't speak. They just don't speak. You travel with them every day for 25 miles, sitting together, they will not say who you are. They'll know each and everything about you, but they'll just keep. They are not supposed to speak. It's artificial. So the second point we have to come to, we are not to be artificial. It's alright. If somebody feels like just out of just spontaneity wants to love me and hug me, I don't mind. Because not artificial, it just comes. Children are most spontaneous. They are not artificial. They are not at all artificial. In the same way, we have to be very natural about everything. It's alright while talking to each other if the men hit the men a little bit. Doesn't matter. They are not insulted. It's a love, expression of love. Is all. But should be spontaneous. Should not be artificial. We should not take to artificiality in Sajoga at all, by any chance. But wearing clothes is not artificiality. To be decent is not artificiality. To be dignified is not artificiality. Artificiality is that what you don't feel inside is to say I'm. That is artificiality, and for Sajogi, he feels he has that bashfulness, he has that shyness, he has that protocol, and he respects his body. Out of respect of the body, he doesn't want to do something that will insult his body. And that's how, if you understand how far to go and how far to stop, then there is another way of indiscretion in Sajoga which I have seen, is that people start using me in many purposes like that. Like supposing now somebody is writing a poem. So he'll come to me, he'll say, please correct my poem. I'll correct 1 poem, 2 poems, 3 poems, 10 poems. Then he will lose the capacity to produce poems. You should not use me for your own purpose in that manner. But in any case, you are using me. But with the understanding that Mother is all the time with me and is helping me, there's no need to come forward and jump on my time and to take my time and to bother me so that I should feel, oh God, when will I get rid of this? Or others have a thing, Mother, you must come to my house, you must take my child, you must meet my husband, he might be a drunkard. So taking attention to what you call yours is also indiscretion. Instead of that, you put your attention to me instead of taking my attention to you. It's a very delicate line, as if we are walking on a sword. It's a very, very delicate line of discretion. But once you know, as a state within yourself, you are discreet. You cannot be indiscreet even if you want to. And that is what is the ascent part. So once you come out of this chakra and pass through your agya, you enter into sastara where you have to be discreet. Whatever then comes out from there blessed whatever expression comes out just from the Sahasrara is all discreet and beautiful. Some people have a habit of dominating me also. Like I am talking, they talk in between. If I am saying something, they will come. Then I play tricks. I am good at playing tricks. But I am very discreet. It's alright. My discretion plays the tricks. Because if I am direct, you won't like it. So better be discreet and play tricks. In everything that we do, discretion expresses itself. And if you are a solid Sahajogi or a Sahajogini, your discretion is evident and everybody sees it and knows it that it is there. So for all of you, it is important to develop your discretion today and to ask me to recite your Hamsa chakra so that you are all the time stationed in the power of discretion. With discretion we have evolved to human state. And to go further, we have to develop our innate discretion, which I think is the essence of all the religion, of all the adventures we have had, of all the lives which we have known, is the discretion around which everything moves. May God bless you.
శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారి ప్రవచనము 1988 హంస చక్ర జర్మనీలో శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారు ఇచ్చిన ప్రవచనము part-2 అండి. దాని యొక్క తెలుగు అనువాదము క్లుప్తంగా ఇక్కడ శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారు ఇలా చెప్తున్నారండి. ఒక సహజయోగికి వారి యొక్క చైతన్య తరంగాలు, ఆధ్యాత్మిక ఉన్నతి, సమతుల్యతా స్థితి అనేవి చాలా ముఖ్యము. ప్రతి ఒక్క పనిలోనూ, ప్రతి ఒక్క సందర్భంలోనూ రెండు వైపులు ఉంటాయి. మీరు మీ విచక్షణ జ్ఞానాన్ని ఉపయోగించి ఎటువైపుకు వెళ్తున్నారో అనేది చాలా ముఖ్యము. మీకు మీ యొక్క లక్ష్యము, మీ యొక్క గమ్యము, మీరు చేరుకోవలసిన స్థితి గురించిన అవగాహన క్లియర్గా ఉండాలి. ఇది మన పింగళా నాడి విచక్షణ అంటే మన రైట్ సైడ్ హమ్ నుండి వస్తుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు ఈ ప్యూర్ ఇంటెన్స్ తో ఉంటారో, హంసా చక్రాలోని ప్యూర్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ద్వారా సంసారం అనే సముద్రంలో, భవసాగరంలో పైన స్లైడ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోతారు. ఆ సముద్రంలో మునిగిపోకుండా, అది మిమ్మల్ని ఓవర్ పవర్ చేయకుండా అలా తేలుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోతారు. ఇంకొకటి, మీరు మీ దగ్గరకు వచ్చిన వాటిని, మీకు సంబంధించిన సందర్భాలను యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయాలి అని శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారు చెప్తున్నారు. నుదుటిన కుంకుమ బొట్టు పెట్టుకొని బయటికి పోవడానికి ఇష్టపడరు. దాని గురించి కూడా మనం డిస్క్రిషన్ ని కలిగి ఉండాలి. ఆజ్ఞా చక్రాకి బొట్టు పెట్టుకొని పోవడం ద్వారా మీలో భూతాలు చేరకుండా ఆపగలుగుతారు. శ్రీకృష్ణుడు సరైన విచక్షణకు నిదర్శనం. తన డిస్క్రిషన్ ను ఉపయోగించి ఎంతో మంది రాక్షసులను సంహరించాడు. విశుద్ధిలో శ్రీకృష్ణునిగా, విఠలునిగా విరాటలో ఉంటాడు. ఈ రెండు చక్రాల మధ్య ఉండేదే హంసా చక్ర. డిస్క్రిషన్ అనేది శ్రీకృష్ణుని లైఫ్ లో బహు చక్కగా చూపించబడింది. విచక్షణను మనలో నిలుపుకోవటానికి ఒక పక్క శ్రీకృష్ణుని సహాయము ఉంటే, మరొక పక్క జీసస్ క్రైస్తు యొక్క సహాయము ఉంది. శ్రీకృష్ణుడు కండిషనింగ్ సైడ్ ఎడమ సైడ్ ఉంటే, జీసస్ క్రైస్తు ఈగో సైడ్ అంటే రైట్ సైడ్ హమ్ సైడ్ ఉన్నారు. శ్రీకృష్ణుడు అర్జునునికి సారథిగా ఉన్నాడు. మరొక పక్క తన సుదర్శన చక్రంతో వేలాది రాక్షసులను సంహారం చేశాడు. జీసస్ అందరినీ క్షమించండి అని చెప్పాడు. మరి ఒక పక్క దేవుని పైన అధర్మము చేసిన వాళ్ళని కొరడాతో శిక్షించాడు. మంచి చెడుల మధ్య వీరి యొక్క బహుసుందరమైన విచక్షణను గమనించండి. సహజ యోగులు వారి డిస్క్రిషన్ ని వారి యొక్క ఇంట్యూషన్ అంటే అంతర్దృష్టి తరపుగా డెవలప్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇది ఒక ధ్యానము ద్వారానే మీకు లభిస్తుంది. మొదటగా అంతర్దృష్టి అంటే గణాల సహాయం అనేది రావాలి. మీరు ట్రై చేయండి, మీకు తప్పక లభిస్తుంది అని శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారు అంటున్నారండి. సహజ యోగులు వైబ్రేషన్ని చూసుకుంటూ ఉండండి, వైబ్రేషన్స్తో వెళ్ళండి అన్నాను కదా అని సహజయోగులు నేను ఈ చీర కొనవచ్చా శ్రీ మాతాజీ, ఈ చీర కొనవచ్చా లేదా, లేదంటే ఈ ఫేస్ పౌడర్ని కొనవచ్చా లేదా, ఇలాంటి వాటికి కూడా వైబ్రేషన్ని చెక్ చేస్తారు. ఇది చాలా రెడిక్యులస్, చాలా తప్పైన పని. ఏదైనా విపరీతం చేయకూడదు. అలా చేస్తే మీరు నెగిటివ్ పర్సన్గా మారుతారు. ఎందుకంటే మీ వైబ్రేషన్స్ బ్యాడ్గా మారుతాయి, మీ అటెన్షన్ బ్యాడ్గా మారుతుంది. మీ చిత్తాన్ని ఉపయోగం లేని వాటిపైన పెడితే మీ వైబ్రేషన్స్ మాయమవుతాయి. మీకు విచక్షణ ద్వారా కామన్ సెన్స్, ప్రాక్టికల్ సెన్స్ వస్తాయి. సహజయోగ ఎవరికి పడితే వాళ్ళకి కాకుండా సీకింగ్ నేచర్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి షేర్ చేయండి. సహజయోగ చాలా విలువైనది. సహజయోగంలో క్వాలిటీ అనేది చాలా ముఖ్యం. ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు అనేది కాదు. నా యొక్క ఏ ప్రవచనాన్ని తీసుకున్నా మీ యొక్క క్వాలిటీని ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసే విధంగానే ఉంటాయి. ఇప్పుడు మీరు మీ యొక్క అవిచక్షణ చర్యలను గుర్తు తెచ్చుకొని రెక్టిఫై చేసుకోండి. సహజయోగాలో ప్రాబ్లం అనేవి ఉండవు. ఎంజాయ్ మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది. మీ విచక్షణ ద్వారా మీలో వీక్నెస్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది, ఎక్కడ ఎలాంటి పొరపాట్లు చేస్తున్నారు గమనించుకొని రెక్టిఫై చేసుకోండి. మరియు శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారు గురు పూజ గురించి ఇలా చెప్పారండి. మీరు ఏ పూజ మిస్ అయినా పర్వాలేదు, కానీ గురు పూజ మాత్రం తప్పగా అటెండ్ కావాలి, మిస్ కాకూడదు. ప్రతి గురు పూజకు మీరు ఆధ్యాత్మికంగా ఎదుగుతారు. ఈ గురు పూజ అనేది చాలా ఎఫెక్టివ్ అయిన పూజ. మీరు హంసా చక్రాలో ఎలాంటి స్థితికి ఎదగాలి అంటే ఎప్పుడు ఎలాంటి పని చేసినా సరైన పనే చేసేటట్లు, ఆటోమేటిక్గా సహజంగా సరైన పనే చేసేటట్లు, ఏ విధమైన తప్పు పనులు చేయని స్థితికి ఎదగాలి. ఈ ఒక్క స్థితి మీ యొక్క హంసా చక్రాలో మీ విచక్షణ డిస్క్రిషన్ ద్వారానే లభ్యమవుతుంది. మరియు శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారు హంసా చక్రాన్ని సరిదిద్దుకోవడానికి మనకి పద్ధతుల్ని చెప్పారు. మొట్టమొదటి పద్ధతి మీకు బాగా తెలిసిన పద్ధతి, మీరు ఘీ క్యాంఫర్ని యూజ్ చేయడం. అంటే మన నోస్ లోపలికి 2 drops, 1 drop ఆర్ 2 drops ప్రతిరోజు ఘీ క్యాంఫర్ని యూజ్ చేయమన్నారండి శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారు. అలా చేయడం ద్వారా మన హంసా చక్ర బాగుపడుతుంది అని చెప్పారు. అలా ఫిజికల్ గా మనం అది చేసుకునేదే కాకుండా మన నేచర్ లో ఎలాంటి పద్ధతులు అనేది మనం అలవర్చుకోవాలి అంటే అసహజమైన ప్రేమ, గౌరవము లాంటి వాటిని అలవర్చుకోవద్దు. ఏది అసహజంగా చేయవద్దు. ఏదో ఊరికే నామకావస్తు థ్యాంక్ యూ చెప్పేది, నామకావస్తు ధ్యానం చేసుకునేది, నామకావస్తు నేను సహజయోగాలో ఉన్నాను అనేది, నేను దేవుణ్ణి నమ్ముతాను అనేది, అలా ఊరికే పైకి కాకుండా సహజంగా ఉన్నివ్వండి మీ బిహేవియర్ అని అంటున్నా. ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ బిహేవియర్స్ ఏదైనా సరే ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ బిహేవియర్స్ ని చెయ్యొద్దండి. ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ని బాహ్యంగా ఉంచుకోవద్దండి. ఎప్పుడైతే బాహ్యంగా ఉంటే లోపల లేనట్టే అని అంటున్నారు. సహజంగా ఉండాలి. నిర్మల ప్రేమ అనేది హృదయం నుండి రావాలి, సహజమైన పద్ధతిలో ఉండాలి అని చెప్తున్నారండి. హౌ ఫార్ టు గో, హౌ ఫార్ టు స్టాప్ అనేది తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఇది చాలా ముఖ్యమైన క్వాలిటీ హంసా చక్రాకి అని అంటున్నారు. శ్రీ మాతాజీ గారి యొక్క అటెన్షన్ ని మన వైపుకు తీసుకునేది కాకుండా మనము మన అటెన్షన్ ని శ్రీ మాతాజీ వైపుకు పెట్టాలి అని అంటున్నారు. మీరు మీ హంసా చక్రాన్ని దాటి ఆజ్ఞా చక్రాన్ని దాటుకుని సహస్రారా చేరుకోవాలంటే మీరు విచక్షణ రహితులై ఉండాలి అని అంటున్నారు. ఇది మనకి చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ కదండి. మనం సహస్రారలోకి వెళ్ళాలి అంటే, మన ఆజ్ఞా చక్రాన్ని దాటుకోవాలంటే దాని ముందు మన హంసా చక్రాన్ని దాటుకొని ఆజ్ఞా చక్రాన్ని దాటుకొని సహస్రారంలో మన సహస్రార బ్రహ్మరంధ్రం ఓపెన్ అయ్యి అక్కడ మనము స్థిరపడాలి. ఏ బ్రహ్మశక్తి సహస్రారం నుండి కిందికి దిగి మీలో ప్రవహిస్తుందో అది ఎంతో విచక్షణను కలిగి ఉండి బహు సుందరంగా ఆనందదాయకంగా ఉంటుంది. మీరు ఒక సాలిడ్ సహజయోగినిగా అయి ఉంటే మీ యొక్క డిస్క్రిషన్ ఆటోమేటిక్గా గుర్తించబడుతుంది. అన్నిటికంటే ముఖ్యమైనది, అతి ముఖ్యమైనది ఏమిటంటే మీ హంసా చక్రలోకి నన్ను సదా నివసించమని కోరటము, ప్రార్థించటం. కొలువై ఉండండి తల్లి, నా హంసా చక్రాలో సదా కొలువై ఉండండి తల్లి అని ప్రార్థించడం. దీనివలన మీరు అన్ని వేళలా విచక్షణను కలిగి ఉంటారు. ఈ విచక్షణ మీ యొక్క మానవ స్థితిని కొనసాగిస్తూనే ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లి యునైట్ డిస్క్రిషన్ ని ప్రసాదిస్తుంది అని చెప్తూ, మనల్నందరినీ భగవంతుడు మిమ్మల్ని ఆశీర్వదించుకాక అని చెప్పని మనల్ని ఆశీర్వదిస్తూ ఈరోజు ప్రవచనాన్ని ముగించారండి.